Hey guys, it's Tamara Bennett from Southern Adornments Decor. I'm so excited you're here. Today we're painting a door hanger. We're doing this Mittens Merry Christmas round, and it has 3D lettering that spells out Merry Christmas. So if you haven't gotten this template or wood blank yet, I've linked it up in the video description for you. You can grab it over in our shop and paint along with me on the replay. You can trace the design on your own wood round, or you can order the wood blank pieces and we'll mail one of these to you. Let me grab the link to our live stream. Excuse me, sir.
I was trying to mute it. I was trying to make sure the
Let me
sound was
grab the
down.
link to our live stream and drop it in the broadcast for our broadcast peeps. There we go. If you're not getting our Facebook Messenger broadcasts letting you know when I'm going live, you can do that by commenting the word channel. And once you do that, it'll DM you a link where you can get broadcast notifications to our channel. And so each time I'm live, I'll drop a link in there and you guys should be able to find me wherever I'm at. We're also live on TikTok today, and I have finally figured out how to link a Shopify or our shop product in TikTok shop. So very first product we're selling on TikTok shop is our 2025 ornament kits. How many of you guys in the comments have gotten yours? Let me know. We have shipped out
How many painted?
almost 400 of these, right? Like when we added it up the other day, it was like 380 something.
Yeah, it's just shy of 4.
Probably more this morning. So we have a very limited stock on these. I think we may have roughly 200-ish left. We're also bringing 150 of them to SA Live. 100 will be full kits with the resin and tutorial, and 50 will be the wood pieces only. So I have these linked in my TikTok shop down below. I've also posted a couple of videos on my TikTok feed of these. So if you want to see them up close, go over there to the latest video and you'll be able to see like a close-up of each of the ornaments and kind of learn more about them. If you're watching on Facebook, you can comment the word Santa and the number 25 and it'll DM you the link for where you can grab these. I did paint one of these live last week. Which one was it? It was the deer. I painted this one live last week with you guys right here on Facebook and YouTube. So if you want to go back and kind of watch the process for painting and then resining them before you decide if this is something you feel comfortable doing, go back and do that. But I will say, even a beginner painter, somebody who's not usually comfortable with resin, can do these. The way I walk you through it, the resin packets, all of that makes this so easy.
Yeah, because I just resin my first project, maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and it's you kind of nervous.
But now you feel confident.
But yeah, now I'm like, hey, what else can I resin?
Teresa says, I've gotten 4 sets. Brenda says, I will be in Destin on Wednesday. Yes, I hope we have great weather. Jackie says, I'll be in Destin this time next week. We are leaving a week from tomorrow, October 1st. So Michael is taking a few minutes away from packing all the SA Live stuff to be here with us today and monitor the comments. Lisa says, hey, Michael.
Hey, I'm not seeing any comments.
You're not seeing any comments yet? Try closing it out. Well, yeah, that's comments right there.
Yeah.
They may be just a tad delayed. Try closing it out and reopening it. It might work better. I have a plan for this.
Oh, there it goes.
I'm thinking we're going to paint the background of this round red, like Tuscan red. And then after that dries, we're going to splatter paint, because why not, with white. And then we're going to paint our mittens, kind of a pretty turquoise color. And I can't decide. I might need your help on this next part. The little parts of the mittens right here. Should I do...
What part?
This little part right here.
Okay.
Should I do glitter snow text to make it like textured and raised and glittery? And I'm doing this part regardless. But the other thing is I'm going to use this glitter Rider bottle stuff to draw the snowflakes on the mittens after the paint is dry. So that would kind of match with this really well if I did the snow text on this part and the glitter here. Hang on, you haven't heard option 2.
Sorry.
You can't pick until you hear both options.
I thought that was both options.
No, option 2 is go ahead and do this on the snowflakes, but for the little cuff, cut a piece of this fur to go right here. It's not going to be that bushy, but that's all rolled up. You know what I'm saying? I've got this little gray fur.
I think we're going to have to see like what size it would actually be.
So I'm actually going to have to cut a piece of it. Of course you'd say that.
Well, I mean, hey, you should relate. You're a visual person.
I am. It's hard to know where to cut. Let's see.
You measuring tape?
No.
I got one.
No, I wing it. I don't measure anything. You know this about me.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, let me get all. It looks like our cat is shedding in here. Hold on. We got a long little strip there. We got to trim that off. I'll vacuum in here later.
We'll make barbers out of people yet.
Okay, so here's your visual. Or would you do the fur like this? Snow text or fur? Drop a comment. Let me know.
I'm going to still say snow text.
I'm seeing lots of snow text, but they hadn't seen the fur cut and put on there yet. So I kind of wish this was white fur.
If it was white
but I
fur,
don't have any.
Then yeah, maybe.
Yeah. White fur would be a good idea.
I think that's the big thing.
And you know what the bad part about it is I found some little white furry thing somewhere in the house that was probably something of Charlie's. And I was sick of seeing it laying on the floor in the same spot. And I grabbed it and threw it away like 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, it's already gone.
And that's why crafters never throw anything away.
I was about to say if it
I hadn't thrown it away, I would have it today. Okay, I'm seeing lots of comments for snow text. I agree with Michael. If this was white, this would have been perfect. But because it's gray, I'm like, I'm not feeling it. It feels like it's going to go off. Okay, snow text it is. Let's get to it. I'm going to put my 3D letters off of here. Hang on, what color are these going to be? These are going to be white probably. So I'm going to slide these up off of here. And we're going to get all the fur off of me. We're going to paint this red. And then we're going to do our splatter paint.
Oh, now that might be interesting.
What?
Or if you painted the mittens plaid, because somebody said, wait a second, let me read the thing. Oh shoot, Laura K said, I agree, or a plaid fur, but you could even do like paint the mittens plaid and then a black fur.
Oh, that would be cute too. Yeah. I don't have black fur, but that would be fun. Thank y'all for voting. This is Tuscan red, and I'm just going to go the quick and easy route. I've got a little sponge here, and I'm just going to cover this whole thing. So don't worry about the laser etched lettering. We can paint right over it. For those of you who are beginners or haven't painted on our wood pieces before, you may not know, but you don't have to paint around every little thing to paint your background. You can paint right on top of it, and you'll still be able to see those laser etched lines for the next step. So,
which always kind of freaks me out because I need to paint inside the lines.
Yeah, you're a paint inside the lines kind of guy. The lines are there as guidance, but I do what I want to do. Nobody tells me what to do.
So kind of like a stop sign?
Kind of like a stop sign. Oh, because I pause at stop signs.
Total pause.
Quit telling all my business. If you want the template or the wood blank to this one, again, it's linked in the video description for you, and you can grab this one at shopdoorhangers.com. This is the 18-inch size, the door hanger size, but you could also do it smaller. However, 18 inch is the only one that comes with the 3D lettering. Lisa says lines. Who needs them?
It's okay. Maybe it's just taking
it. Hello, TikTok. Welcome in. We're painting a door hanger. While we're waiting for this to dry, I'm going to show y'all one more time. These are the ornament kits that we have linked down below. If you haven't ordered yours yet, we have only a couple hundred left in stock. We've already sold more than half of this year's ornaments, and these come as a DIY kit. So they're unfinished wood that you paint, you glue it together, and then you pour the resin down in them. And the kit comes with the resin, the video tutorial, and it walks you through a whole process step by step. It's a 4 ornament set. If those of you on Facebook or YouTube, if you want the link to those ornaments, comment Santa25 and it'll send you the link and you can go and grab them out of the shop. This year, for the first time, we did offer the wood pieces only as an option. So if you know you're wanting to do multiple sets, you can buy the tutorial kit for one of them and then buy the wood pieces only for the others and just pick up some more resin somewhere. All right, this is going to need another coat. So let's do another one real quick. Put some more paint on there, and I'm going to spritz it with a little bit of water. I know this may seem kind of redundant. It's like, you just dried that. Why would you get it wet? Because you have to dry your first coat in order for your second coat to actually cover good. It's got to have something to stick to. Otherwise, we'd just be pushing the paint around and revealing the wood underneath. This little sponge is almost too small, and I'm getting paint all over my hands. I should have used my big old hunk of a car wash sponge instead.
Why didn't you?
Because it was kind of crusty. I didn't do a very good job washing it out the last couple times I've used it. And so it's getting kind of crusty. And I was like, maybe it's time to throw these things away. And this one's nice and soft, so that's why I picked it up. But I forgot, like, it's got like half a gallon of paint in that little bitty thing. I bet I could squeeze it and paint would drip out.
Why don't you?
I'm going to throw it away. I'm just going to throw it away. That's what we're going to do.
What did you just say? Crafters never throw anything away?
Yeah, but that sponge has seen better days. And it's too small. So now I'm getting out a baby wipe. We're going to clean our nails up because look, my manicure, y'all. These nails are so pretty. They're red aspen, and they're kind of like this orange with like a metallic look to them. Plus, I did like a accent nail here on the middle finger with orange and pink leopard print. So it's kind of Halloween, kind of fall, kind of not really.
Kristen said for the ornament sets, I bought an additional ornament kit, just wood pieces. I think I'm supposed to get art resin for these, which I'm not familiar with.
Okay. Art.
Online Hobby Lobby has an art resin plus hardener combo.
That's what you need.
Okay.
Yeah. When you buy resin, it will come with resin and hardener. In our kits, you get resin and hardener all in one in like a little pouch, and you pull off the little tab and it mixes it together for you. If you're buying bottles of resin, you'll need to follow the instructions on the bottle, but it's a 50-50 mix. 50% resin, 50% hardener. You mix it and then you pour. So you would just need to, if you're doing ornaments, you would just need to mix up 2 ounces of resin for each set. So that would be 1 ounce hardener, 1 ounce resin per set of ornaments you're doing. So if you're doing 4 sets, that would be 4 ounces mixed, 2 of each.
You have your 2023s painted around.
I don't know if I do, but Elizabeth was asking to see them. Elizabeth, I replied to one of your comments where you had asked to see them on like one of our Facebook posts, and I shared a picture in the comments. So check your notifications and you might see that. Hey, Deanna, welcome in. What's everybody on TikTok up to today? I'm live on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook all at the same time. Well, I have resin for sale at SA Live. I will not. However, my good friend Cindy Manley of Art Shattered is going to have a booth this year, and she will have resin at her booth along with some glass if you guys like to buy her crushed glass for some art projects. She's also teaching a project at SA Live this year.
I have 2 of them.
Hey, Colette. Commenting Santa 25 on TikTok isn't necessary. You'll just need to click this little thing down here that says Santa's Workshop 2025 Layered Ornament Kit with Tutorial. It's right down there, and you can just purchase right there and add to cart. You like my glasses? Thank you, Sheila. These are my pair I wear, and the leopards are the ones I wear the most. They're like my neutral. I like them. Yeah, no problem, Kristen. Resin's intimidating if you've never done it before, but after you walk through one project with me or Cindy doing resin, you will feel more confident to do the next and the next. And then next thing you know, you're going to be wanting to put resin on everything.
Yes, you will.
Michael's speaking from experience. Okay, our red is nearly completely dry. Next step is we're going to do some splatter paint, white paint. So the original like color mock-up for this just has little white dots. If splatter paint intimidates you, use like the bottom of a paintbrush or a wooden dowel and just do some little white polka dots randomly. I just love splatter paint. It's a lot of fun. So that's why I'm doing it.
Inner Jackson Pollock.
Yeah. Michael and I, when we were in college, took an art appreciation class. And you had to learn about different artists and their works of art and all this stuff. And the only art that Michael remembers, the artist's name and the work of art, was Jackson Pollock, and he's the one that does all the splatter paint art.
And
he slept
his famous
through.
One is called The One.
Yeah, and he slept through 90% of that class. He would copy my notes at the end of the class. And yeah, he got called out by the professor one day. I mean, in Michael's defense, our professor, we had like stadium type seating, you know, so we sat on the back row at the very top back of the theater. And our professor loved to turn on like soothing music, like Walking in Memphis or something equally like good music, but like very soothing. And this class was at 8:30 in the morning, and he turned the lights down low and would have slideshows of art. So it was very sleep inducing, especially for somebody who stayed up all night playing video games.
Yeah. Not
we were a whole lot younger then. Actually, you stayed up late last night playing video games too. Speaking of calling people out.
Yep.
Okay. Dipping in.
To require less sleep.
This is my fan brush. I've watered down my white paint, and now we're just going to drip and make white splatters. Now, the more you splatter, the smaller the dots will get. So if you like bigger dots, just re-dip your brush frequently to get bigger dots. And I'm just tapping very, very gently. The harder you tap, the farther the dots are going to jump to.
Kristen wanted to know, when you sell, when the ornaments sell out, is that it for them?
For now, that's all we're going to do. If they sell out earlier in the season, like let's say they're sold out by the second week of October, will we make more? Probably a few more, just because that's still pretty far in advance from Christmas. Now, if it's the end of November and they've sold out, no, we're probably not going to make any more. But right now, as it stands, we don't really have the capacity or the time to make more. I splattered paint on myself because we're busy prepping for SA Live. So that's about as much splatter paint as I want to do. I'm going to get the paint out of my clothing before we move along while it's still wet. Actually, I think that's a dry chunk of paint. That wasn't even wet. And I'm going to wipe down my table space here. Every time I splatter paint, the paint ends up on my laptop, on my phone, on everything. And you don't even realize it till later. And you're like, oh, where'd that come from?
Chris said, I had music appreciation class. That professor did the same thing at 8:30 a.m.
It's like it puts you right to sleep. Actually, instead of sitting and drying this, why don't we push this to the side and go ahead and paint our lettering real quick? It'd be a good use of our time. Do we ever sell templates for the ornament kits? We do not. Those are one of the only things we probably don't sell the templates to. Thank you for selling me your extra ticket. Oh, I'm glad somebody was able to come. Yeah, we've had several people selling their Destin tickets because one thing or another comes up, and then we've had several people switching from in-person to virtual. So that is an option. Christina, hello, welcome. What shape are your glasses? Mine are the Larkin frames. Angela says y'all are about to break me. Are we making you want to do all the crafty things? Any questions? Colette, let me know if you have any trouble with the checkout. Setting something up in TikTok Shop, that's very new to me, so hopefully we did it correctly. Let me know if you experienced any difficulty checking out.
Michelle said, glad it's not just me. I get it everywhere.
The splatter paint. The softer you tap, the less mess you'll have, but inevitably it's going to get. I was just on my laptop the other day and noticed I had splatters on the keys. I was like, whoops.
Yeah, I'm actually about to splatter paint those white
buckets,
5-gallon buckets.
I'm taping down some tape. This is what's going to hold my 3D letters while we paint them. So keeps them from jumping around, keeps me from getting paint all over the place.
If you set that up, I could have done that while you were.
I thought about it, but you don't have much space over here, and I was just like, well, I'll just do it. It won't take very long. I'm going to get a little sponge pouncer. Let me move down to this size right here. And I'm just going to use this paint that I know it's watered down, but we're probably going to do a couple coats anyway, but might as well use it up. And I'm just going to paint these letters real quick. We're going to do white. And I'm using a sponge. The reason I'm using a sponge instead of a brush is because a lot of times the brush will scoop paint over the edge of the letter, and then you'll have paint dripping down the sides of your letter. And your letters have like a charred black edge from the laser, and I kind of like the way that looks. I'd rather keep that.
Oh. Angela Jones, you know, the one that had said y'all were about to break me. She said with the booths at SA Live.
Oh, the booths at SA Live. They're going to be so good this year. We've got Cotton Chaos coming. They've got T-shirts. We've got the Breezy Barn Boutique. She was there last year by Carol. We've got Pam Savage setting up a booth. She's got a lot of really cute stuff, some painted denim and things. I wonder if
she's going to have any of these there. You know,
yes, she's going to have her Dippin' Dotties there. Cindy Manley will have a booth. Yeah, these are Miss Pam's Dippin' Dotties. They're kind of like little polka dot tools. You dip them in paint.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then
I'm going to have to buy something.
I think Casey Hope might be setting up a small booth. I don't know if Heidi is. Cindy is. Who am I forgetting? Us? That might be all.
Teresa said, I found if I put if I put my wood pieces in a box on my desk and splatter in the box, it keeps all my desk things clean.
That's a good idea. Kind of keeps it from jumping out. Do we still have virtual tickets for SA Live? Yes, you can still get the virtual pass for $47. The virtual kits are now sold out. They're gone. We're taking them off the website. The deadline to buy was last Friday. Yeah. Did you say Lauren Martin? I think, yes, Lauren. Oh, yes, thank you. Lauren Martin's going to have a booth set up too. She always sells like bow kits and things like that for projects.
JD's coming, right?
Yep, JD's going to be there. Don't you worry. Christina says, can't wait to paint this one. I wish I was going to Destin. My goal is to come to SA Live next year. I sure hope you can. We'll be announcing where and when SA Live 2026 will be on the second day of our event, which will be the Saturday, October 4th in the afternoon. So if you're a virtual attendee, be sure to tune in around 4:30 p.m. Central. We'll be announcing where and when it'll be. Cinda says, I'm glad you guys are doing this one. I've had this wood blank sitting here waiting to be painted. Did you order this one in the shop, Cinda? Or maybe you got a Painters Clubhouse companion pack? This one did come in our companion packs this month because I was planning to paint it. But I've also sold a few on Whatnot. So, oh yeah, Susanna says the virtual vendor booth. Is that for everyone or just Southern Adornments? It's just for Southern Adornments attendees, virtual and in person. So regular people outside of the event will not be able to shop that virtual vendor booth. And virtual attendees will get a special discount code to use and everything. So you'll definitely get your monies back if you plan on buying some wood blanks in that virtual vendor booth. You'll get your virtual pass money back.
And there's
quickly.
Some vendor booth exclusives.
Yep, we got a couple products that are vendor booth exclusives, meaning we won't be selling those in the shop outside of SA Live until at least next year. Plus, as a virtual pass holder, you will be getting the templates to all the projects that we're teaching at SA Live. So if you want to create your own from home, you can cut them out manually or with a laser. Lots of benefits to being a virtual pass holder, not just getting to watch the live streams. Lots of other reasons too. Oh, the vendors. Is that all the vendors? I think so. Yeah. Us, Cindy, Casey, Lauren, Pam, Carol, Cotton Chaos. That's at least 7 to 8 vendors that I can think of.
But yeah, because you said you didn't know if Heidi was.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Heidi is. I want to say she is bringing maybe some kits to sell or something. But I think she's flying down. So I'd be surprised if she brings very much. Because she's flying. So I think Cindy's driving down.
She thought about it. She could have just brought it up here.
I know.
We shipped it with her stuff. She still probably could.
You got the companion pack? Good. Nancy says, I'm seeing you live. I've got a few minutes for lunch. Hey, Nancy, you got a paint party tonight? Okay, I think this needs one more coat. I know it probably looks good on screen, but in person, it does still look a little thin. And it's probably because I'm using my watered down white paint that we use to splatter paint with. So thankfully, it dries pretty quick.
Kim wanted to know, are the live streams recorded for virtual members? Yeah,
so the live streams will be available for at least a year to you guys, maybe even longer. They won't live like in the Facebook group, but we will, I'm tripping over my words. We will make sure you guys have like a dedicated link where you can go back and rewatch them. I'm kind of thinking this lettering needs glitter paint also, because if we're going to put glitter on the snowflakes down below and glitter snow text right here on the mittens, then this might need glitter. Oh, you got a party on Saturday. Cindy's hoping to go to Destin next year.
Yeah, Nancy got a Saturday party.
For those of you who've ordered your ornament kits, have y'all started painting them yet? Lisa says always glitter.
It would probably be too busy if you did plaid on Merry, wouldn't it?
Yes. Yeah. If you did plaid on the word Merry, it would be so busy. I think you would lose the shape of the lettering a little bit. Sheila says, "Oh wow, I didn't know virtual people would get to see the vendor booth. I'm just excited to watch you paint." Yeah, this is the first time we've done that, Sheila. We're setting up a virtual vendor booth. Hey, FedEx is pulling up outside the garage. This is the first time we're doing a virtual vendor booth for virtual attendees. I'm super excited about it. Okay, I'm just using the Crystal Craft Twinkles, and while this is taped down, I'm just using a quick paintbrush to swipe this on top of the white. I wasn't sure how well glitter would do with a sponge pouncer, so I am using a brush for this. But if this gets over the edge, it's not going to be as obvious because it's kind of clear, right? So that doesn't really matter. Always glitter. I feel like it never fails. If I live stream, a delivery person is going to pull up to the house. Normally, they know to go back to the shop, but it's like they know I'm live streaming. They're like, let's see if we can crash the live. Thankfully, Michael's here, and I can send him out to greet them. Is it raining out there?
Yes, it is.
I heard you wiping your feet.
Nice slow rain, too.
We've had a drought here in Kentucky, so this rain is a blessing.
Like July 22nd was the last time we had a good rain.
Yeah. I told him it never fails. If I live stream, a delivery truck will pull up.
I decided to back down the driveway and go to the shop.
This is so pretty. I don't think this is even showing up on camera for you guys, but I'm going to try to get you closer to see in a second.
Deborah asked, does anyone else lose sound?
It might have just been her device.
Dee wanted to know, have Big Box of Blanks gone out yet? No, they have not. They go out the 29th or 30th, roughly.
Right before we leave for SA Live, we're going to put them on the trucks.
Yep. She said, I feel like I have Christmas every 3 months.
I do wake up having a hard time figuring out what time of year it is. I even told Michael this morning when I woke up, I was like, what day is it? It didn't feel like a Tuesday. My brain is so confused because we're prepping for SA Live. We're prepping Big Box of Blanks. You know, fall is upon us, but yet I'm thinking about Christmas and humming Christmas carols in my head all day yesterday while I'm packing Christmas stuff for a vendor booth. And so it's really hard to kind of keep track as to what time of year it is.
And you may have already answered this while I was outside, but Cassie wanted to know if I have a virtual pass, but I didn't get the kit, will there be any extra of the projects in the virtual vendor booth purchase?
Not likely. Those, I was trying to show you all the glitter. It's not going to show up. We don't have any extras right now of the projects. If we come back from SA Live and have extras, then we will put them up for sale in the group, or we will make more virtual kits to sell. But right now, the only way to get the projects was to buy that virtual kit. So, and the deadline for that was this past Friday. Okay, I'm going to dry this one more time, and then I might put one more coat of glitter on here. The glitter kind of works best if you like dry your first coat and then put your second coat on if you want like more glitter. Right now it's kind of sparse looking, but it's really pretty.
Debbie said she's saving her ornaments for closer to Christmas. She has 3 sets.
Ooh, it'd be a good project when you've got a little bit of downtime. Cinda, this is Tuscan Red. Isn't it pretty? It looks brighter on camera than it actually is. It's probably because the bright, whoops, I didn't mean to zoom in. I meant to hit the brightness on my camera. That's probably a little more true to color right there. I've just got the brightness turned up a bit. Your kit's coming on Friday, Lisa. They've all been picked up at this point. We packed them all last week, and it took a little bit of time before UPS was able to come get them. But
yeah, I think your mom was back there building more kits.
Ornament kits.
Mm-hmm.
Linda got her ornament ornament kit. She said it's cute. We'll put one more coat of glitter on here, make it a little bit more glittery.
Aw. Brenda said, I have 2023, 2024, and 25 to paint, collecting to have enough to give to each of my children and married grandchildren.
That's awesome. I don't know if she's watching or not. If she is, hello, Aunt Kay. My aunt, my mother's sister, used to craft all the time. Like when I was a little kid, she was always making something, crafting something. And so I probably got some of that from her. But she kind of quit crafting over the last several years, and I guess she's been watching my videos, and she got bitten by the crafting bug again. And she's like, Tamara, I think I want some of those ornament sets. So we hooked her up with the last couple years worth of ornament sets, and she's going to be painting ornaments. And I don't know if she's going to be, I think she's putting them on her tree because she just moved from Florida back to Kentucky, and she said, I've got to get some more like regular Christmas ornaments. All of her Christmas ornaments were like Florida related, like seashells and things. And so she's like, I need some more like non-Florida Christmas ornaments. So she's going to paint some sets for her tree. I just think it's so cool that like you can pick up crafting at any time in life again, even if it's been years since you did it before. I know a lot of you have told me that you painted a lot, years ago, before your kids were born or when your kids were little, and then you went to the workforce and you kind of put crafting to the side, and now you picked it back up again. So I feel honored to be a part of that story for you guys, helping you get back into it.
Michelle said that she's been painting Big Box of Blanks, that she's behind on, but she's getting ready for her first little craft fair in years.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I know
this is so pretty.
I don't know how to say her name. Margaret.
Margaret
said wanted to know again what color red was that?
Tuscan red. Like the glitter's kind of showing up there. You can kind of see it, the sparkles. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that M. Shimmer, shimmer. Very pretty. It's like a holographic glitter. If you don't have Craft Twinkles in crystal from Deco Art, the next time you place an order at Deco Art, if you're a Clubhouse member, use your 50% off discount code and grab some of that. It's so good on so many things. I'm going to set this up here. It's still drying. Don't lose the dot to your eye.
Yeah, lose the dot.
The little dot.
We had to dig them out of the laser machine.
Yeah, those little dots get lost in the laser machine. They fall through the grate. So when we cut these out, we have to like pull out the little drawer that catches little things like that and fish those little dots out. Me and Charlie had to do that the other day. Okay. That's satisfying. Ripping up the tape. Okay, by now, hopefully your splatter paint is pretty dry. Mine's not completely dry, but it's pretty close. And then we can go ahead and start painting our mittens.
Judy says hello. She's catching you for a few minutes during lunch.
Hey, Judy. Teresa said, you got me back into it. I give you credit for my crafting now. Aw, thank you. Okay, I'm going to need to pick a teal for this red. So what I'm going to do is get my color swatches out. I haven't pulled these out for you guys in a while. Let's see. How teal do we want to go? Let me look at the picture. It's kind of like this Bahama blue color, but maybe a touch darker. I wonder how that will look on top of red. Y'all think Bahama blue will work well? Oh, sorry. TikTok said you forgot about TikTok. I'm still here, Colette. I've realized you guys are still here. I got busy. Did I miss a question or comment? Julie said, I was gifted metal word cutouts. What's the best way to attach them to wood rounds?
I was sitting here thinking about that, Julie. It depends, like, one, how big your ratio, like how big the metal pieces are. And if you want them to be off, then you might need a spacer. They make screws that have got a rounded top that you could place on the top of them. I would say that if you're going to screw them into the wood, that you're going to want to, especially if the rounds are MDF, then you're going to want to do a pilot hole. You want to take a drill bit and drill at least a little with a diameter smaller, just slightly smaller than the screw. That way it won't kind of tear up any of the MDF, but it'll go through and hold it. I don't know. It just depends on what kind of look you're going for. It's hard to say. I know that probably didn't answer a question. But...
No, you did fine. This is that Bahama blue color. Look how well this covers on red. Bahama blue has a lot of like white in it, so it makes a really good, it covers really well. There's like a chip of paint in there, dried paint.
I swear I don't think it's like actually refreshing the messages until I go out and come back in.
Was there another question?
Yes, I'll go ahead.
Oops, sorry. I was making sure okay. And then Colette said she was able, Julie said, yes, that was very helpful. I was scared to just glue them. She said they're galvanized metal. And then Colette said she had no problem ordering from TikTok shop. So that's awesome.
So Linda said she's just coming off of knee surgery. So she's got, in her words, anesthesia. When did you tell me the Santa and the window would be released?
We're teaching that in the Painters Clubhouse in November. So the Painters Clubhouse will be getting the template to that one in November. And then we'll be teaching it with resin as a door hanger in November. I'm looking forward to that one.
And Kat said with the virtual pass, do you have to watch it live or whenever I can?
Whenever you can is fine. I do recommend tuning in pretty close to the date afterwards, just so that you, especially to the second half of Saturday, October 4th, because that's when we release the in-person tickets for 2026's event.
Yeah, there you go. Deborah said I use 3D dots to attach metal wording. That's also an option as far as attaching metal to the wood.
Can you link to the glitter paint you just mentioned? I don't have a link handy, Sue, but if you just type in Craft Twinkles Crystal, it should come right up.
Is it on Amazon?
No, it's on DecoArt's. I mean, it might be on Amazon, but it's on DecoArt's website. Deborah says, Julie on TikTok, on Facebook, Deborah said she used 3D dots to attach metal wording. So that's an option too. Like those little adhesive dots.
Yeah, I just said that.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry. I was probably in the zone over here and didn't even hear you. It sounded better coming from me anyway, though.
It did sound more polished.
It sounded more polished.
Touche.
Okay, 2 coats, and then I think we're good on these little mittens. That Bahama blue covers so beautifully, and I do think this color looks great with the red. So I'm glad I chose this color. If you don't have Bahama blue, you could just mix like spa blue with a teeny bit more of like a teal to make it just a little darker. Spa blue would be a good color too, though. Okay, that looks good. We can paint. We've got our little things here. We're gonna do snow text. Yep. You leaving? Love you. Bye. And we got our glitter. We're going to do the glitter rider bottle for the snowflakes. I might go ahead and paint those white first, though, so that they have like a base coat. And then that way the glitter can kind of just shine on top of them. And then we've got to paint the string for our mittens that kind of connects them together.
DDS, will there be any foil on Santa window? I'm trying to be ready instead of forgetting something and having to run get it.
I don't think so. I think what I might do is like a crackle paint on the outside of the window. So if you need a crackle medium, you can do that, or you can just order Elmer's glue, but I don't plan to do any foil on that one. Just resin, and I'll probably use the Elmer's glue method to do the crackle.
That was pretty cool.
The crackle?
The Elmer's glue method.
Oh, yeah, it was. Now, I'm not freehanding this snowflake for those of you just tuning in. This snowflake is laser engraved on the mittens. Is that as close? Okay, there we go. You can still see it. You can make out the outline a little bit right there. And so I'm just painting inside the lines. Most of this is going to be covered up with the glitter paint that we use in a minute. You spreading a little light on it there?
I didn't know if that would make the line show.
It's almost too harsh. Does DecoArt have paint bottles? Of what? The mittens match your... Oh, it's almost the same color as my shirt lettering.
Tina says howdy.
Do you mean just like bottles of paint, like Americana? Yes, that's like their main product. They sell like this right here and some of the 2-ounce sizes. Like all the colors that I'm using today are DecoArt Americana from their website.
The mittens match your U on the shirt.
Yep.
On your shirt.
I just said that.
No. Sorry,
Touche.
I was zoned.
You were in the
I
zone.
was in the zone.
I just took great pleasure in being able to say that to you since you said it to me a minute ago. I am really in the zone with painting this snowflake though. I'm trying to be pretty precise with it. I mean, I know like this is all going to be covered up with the Rider bottle, so really this doesn't even have to be a perfect coverage. It's just to make the snow appear even brighter on it. Is everybody at work today? Or is anybody painting along?
Norma said, I'm late. Can you show me the pattern?
The pattern?
I think she means maybe like the
whole Christmas design. Do you want to see the whole thing? It's going to say Merry Christmas, so this lettering will be here.
And you can even see the letters still etched.
Yeah, we haven't glued these on, obviously, yet. These are 3D letters. And then Christmas will go right here. And then there's a string that connects the mittens that kind of tangles up and around here. We haven't gotten to that yet. So we're almost there. This is what we got so far. Welcome in, though. Glad you're here. Y'all don't forget to hit that share button. It really helps push our video out in the Facebook feed and helps other people who maybe have forgotten their love of painting to find us as well. We appreciate the shares. By the way, I am doing another Whatnot sale this Thursday night. I almost talked myself out of it. We almost canceled it, but some of you guys were like, "No, don't cancel it." So we're going to go ahead and have it.
Lisa said, "See, Michael, Tamara can paint inside the lines."
Now, hey, I thought you were on my team. This is not pick on Tamara time.
Elizabeth said, "Oh, I found your reply to the Ornament 2023.
Oh,
I love them. Super cute."
Thank you. Glad you found it.
It looks like Linda, Sue, and Janet, as well as Danette and Suzanne are all watching while they're at lunch.
Oh, nice. Having this live every Tuesday at noon is pretty good because I know a lot of you guys take your lunch break around now, so it's kind of like you can listen to me while you sit and eat your lunch or whatever. So I'm glad you guys were able to join us.
With it zoomed in like that, you can really see the sparkles on the Christmas.
Oh, yeah, you really can. It was hard to show earlier. It was at the wrong angle.
Yep, and Brendan noticed glitter on the letters looks pretty.
Thank you. I will mention again, I said this at the beginning, but if you didn't get our notification reminding you that we were going live, we only sent it out to our broadcast channel today. So I didn't send it out using the normal method. So if you didn't get it, you may not be subscribed to our new broadcast channel. And you can do that by commenting the word channel and it will send you a link. You tap the link and then you can subscribe there. It's free to do. It's a Facebook thing. Facebook now has that for Facebook pages to notify other people when they're going live and stuff. So we're going to start using that instead of our old broadcasting method.
Laura wanted to know, what is a Rider bottle?
I don't know if that's the actual term, but that's what I call any little bottle like this that has this little precision tip. Because you can kind of like write with it. You can squeeze it and write with it. I don't know if that's what everybody in the industry calls it. That's what I call it.
Paula is listening to you while she's cooking.
Okay. What you cooking, Paula? We're going to let that dry a minute. Let's zoom out and do our little tangly string. And find a bigger round tip brush.
Janet says, I need aprons and whatnot.
Yeah. Is it you that's asked about it every time? And I'm like, I don't know if we have any. So, do we?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Michael's on that now. Michael's in charge of it. Let's do this in a gray instead of white. But yeah, they've been asking for aprons, and I wasn't sure if we had any, so I haven't been doing any. So we'll see about doing a couple aprons Thursday night. This paint has gotten so thick, I got to water it down a bit. This is Gray Sky by Deco Art. So I just spritzed a little bit of water in there to thin it out because it had gotten real thick sitting still for a while. It's just a real light gray color. And I'm just using a round tip brush from my signature brush set. And I think I'm just going to start up at the top and come down this way, and then maybe I'll rotate it. I don't know. Let's go with it. Let's see what happens. Let me move these. I feel like I'm going to get my hand all stuck on them. You also have to make sure your splatter paint's real dry, because if you get your hand in it, you'll mess up one of your dots. And I still see a couple of my dots that's still damp, so I've got to be careful and avoid them.
Shannon said, yes, it's me about the apron. I will get some. I'll get you taken care of, Janet.
This is also laser engraved on here, so I'm not having to freehand this. I'm just tracing inside the line and sort of outside the line all the way around.
Norma said that Amazon calls it a rider bottle.
Okay, good to know.
And Paula said brown rice, pork chops, veggie salad.
Mm.
And Paula also was wanting to know if you had any aprons for sale. I paint on them also.
Oh, my aprons that we have all have Painter's Clubhouse emblazoned on the front. So as long as you don't mind that, those are the only ones we have currently. And we will bring those, we'll do those in the Whatnot sale. We're also bringing a few of those with us to SA Live. Okay, let me rotate around this way and come back the other way.
Michelle said my bank account doesn't like whenever I watch your Whatnot sales.
They are quite addicting. I've become an addicted shopper on there to some other channels myself. I've got quite the load of flavored popcorn laying around here that I bought from some guy on there.
Oh, what was that kind that I had? Cookies and cream or something?
Oh, yeah, cookies and cream popcorn. It was really good.
Lisa said the string is definitely the part I would not be painting inside the lines.
Yeah, I mean, let me show you for transparency's sake here. Look how bumpy that is up close. And I don't know if you can tell, but I am outside the lines just a little bit in lots of little places. So mine is not perfect. Just because it looks perfect on camera doesn't mean it actually is. A lot of times the camera hides all the little flaws because it's as if you're stepping back 3 feet to see it, whereas I'm looking at it from 6 inches away here.
Cindy wanted to know what paintbrush you're using right now.
This is a round tip brush from my signature brush set. Let me find one without paint on it. Well, do I have it? This is not the one from my signature set, but it's similar to this one right here. See how it's got just a little bit more thickness up near the tip?
The white background behind it. It was hard to see it.
I don't know.
And then another paintbrush question. Kristen said, what type size of paintbrush did you use on the snowflakes for detail?
It was another round tip brush from my set, but it was one with a few less bristles. So this one is a little skinnier, a little more pointed. My brushes don't have numbers, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would tell you which number. Almost to the finish line here. Coming on around. Do we have very many people watching who have never painted a door hanger, something of this size before? Let me know if you're here in the comments. If you've never painted a door hanger before.
You need to check TikTok comments.
I was keeping an eye out. Thank you for the gift. I can't see the name of the person who sent it. Oh, it was Lynn. Thank you, Lynn. Somebody said, I love selling on Whatnot. What is your username? Southern Adornments Decor. You should be able to find me on there. I also have my Whatnot linked, I think, in my TikTok profile. I wish TikTok made it easier for you to like see all the comments and scroll through them. Oh,
So we can nice things.
that's why the paint's dry. Thank goodness. Dropping it. We're going to glue these on. So I'm not having to figure out where to place these, the laser etched lines. Huh?
Was your mittens dry?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not having to figure out where to place them. The laser etched lines show me where to put them. So I'm just gluing them down. What did they say? Is there many people who've never painted a door hanger before? Somebody on TikTok said never. If you've never painted a door hanger before, I did link in the video description here on YouTube and TikTok. I mean, sorry, not TikTok, YouTube and Facebook. We have now a thing that says paint your very first door hanger workshop. And it's like you can take it for $17 on my website. It'll walk you through your very first project. And it actually gives you 3 designs to choose from. And so depending on the time of year that it is, you might choose one design over another. But you can trace these designs on any wood round and just follow the video. It supplies you with the colors that I use and the brushes and everything. And so you can just follow right along on there.
And I know Hobby Lobby, I think, even has, like, if you don't have the ability, you know, like if you don't have the tools or whatnot to cut out a round or something like that, I think Hobby Lobby even sells.
Yeah. Well, we sell rounds too.
Well, we sell rounds too. Yes.
What glue am I using? This is the thick viscosity glue. It's called Glue Masters. It's from Amazon. I think it is linked to my Amazon favorites.
Elizabeth asked, how much is your paintbrush set?
The paintbrush set is $29.95. If you're a Painters Clubhouse member, you can use your Clubhouse discount code on it and save an additional 20%. They all have pink handles. They come in the cutest little fabric paint splattered bag. And they say, trust the process on the side of each brush.
Paula says, it is enjoyable watching you paint and chat. Thank you for giving such good ideas.
Oh, thank you so much for saying so. It means a lot to me.
I
know not everybody can sit down and paint along with me. And some of you are watching this and you'll never paint this design. You'll probably never do it. And that's okay. But some of you are maybe recovering from surgery right now, and I'm more entertaining than TV. And some of you are sick and shut in, and you probably don't get to get out and go shopping or do things like this anymore. So you're living vicariously through watching me. And so that's okay too. You're all welcome here.
Jenny Downing said that she said, I have never painted a door hanger.
Somebody said, why did you add water to the second coat of your overall red? So that it would spread better. Sometimes when I'm doing a second coat on something, the paint kind of like doesn't glide very well. So I just mixed it with a little bit of water to kind of help the paint glide. Somebody said, tired of watching TV since surgery. I get it. And then somebody else asked a question. Do you like Glue Masters over Stick Fast? No, not necessarily. I think at the time I bought this one, Stick Fast was out of stock. It works just as good. I've also just used the classic Amazon Basics brand of super glue. By the way, I am putting a coat of white down where this is going, even though we're going to put the Snow Tex on here. Having a coat of white down just ensures that I don't have to be super precise with the Snow Tex.
Jennifer said Hobby Lobby rounds are 19 inches. Just kind of for information.
19 inches? Really? I did not know that, Jennifer.
And then Michelle says, I've got your brushes and they're great. If you haven't painted, take the leap with Tamara. She's awesome and you won't regret it.
Thank you, Michelle. That's so sweet. Helen is definitely stuck at home. Y'all, Helen just broke her arm and she was going to come to SA Live, but now she can't. So she's definitely stuck at home for a little while. She's got to have surgery.
And you've already answered what kind of glue you're using, right?
Yeah. One more coat on this white.
Kathy says, hey, sorry she's late.
It's okay. Something I should have mentioned earlier, Whatnot on Thursday night. I think it's at 6, but we might do it at 5:30. Either way, I will put it in there. So if you haven't followed us on Whatnot yet, you can comment the word Whatnot and it'll send you the link to our channel. That way you don't miss the sale.
So where else can people watch? You know, if people are watching on Facebook, you know, Facebook takes down the videos after a while. Where else can they watch the video?
YouTube. So all the videos that I have ever done in the last 10 years of business, well, 9 years of Facebook Lives. Facebook Live started in 2016. That's the year I started doing Facebook Lives. All the replays for all of my videos are on my YouTube channel. So if you comment YouTube, it'll send you the link to that as well. And you can go watch the replays over there. So even though Facebook takes them down after 30 days, YouTube's the place to be.
Linda said that she...
Sorry, Apple on TikTok, if you comment a word on there, it will not send you the link, but I do have all of that linked in my TikTok profile for you. What is that? There's some kind of weird little thing that popped up above my head just a second ago. Okay, this is Glitter Snow Tex. Glitter Tex by DecoArt. It's like a textured glitter paste. And so we're going to be putting this on the cuffs of our mittens. I don't know if cuffs is the right word. I'm about out. It's like nearly empty here. So we're going to use up probably most of this. And so this is just going to create like a fun little glittery texture. And I'm using a little palette knife to apply this. And it can be kind of frustrating to work with at first, especially if you're trying to get into a particular spot. So just be patient. Just keep pushing it around. Sometimes it's going to try.
Trust the process.
Yeah, trust the process. Sometimes it's going to try not to stick. Just kind of nudge it down. Be gentle with it. Use a light touch. I'm just barely holding this with my fingertips. And if you need to, get a little more out. Put it on there. You can always take some off. If you get too much on there, you can always scrape some off. But I almost always like to start with a little more than I think I need.
I feel like I should know this, but what's your YouTube link?
My YouTube link, if you, Michael, will comment YT space, it'll drop it in the comments. I've got a text shortcut, keyboard shortcut. See, look, if I was patient, I finally was able to fill in this whole little section down here. Let's zoom in. If you're watching on TikTok, we are live on Facebook and YouTube also, and you have kind of a front row seat to everything over there because you can see much better what I'm doing. So if you feel like you're frustrated on TikTok, not able to see up close what I'm doing, YouTube, I'm live over there, and Facebook, and you can see it closer and from directly overhead.
So do you like that better than Snow Text?
I don't like it better. It just has glitter. Snow Tex doesn't. It's the same product, but one has glitter and one doesn't. So.
And so what's the name of that one again?
Glitter Tex. Yeah, it's like the same exact thing, except this one has glitter in it. It's wanting to stick to my palette knife instead of to the mitten. So I'm keep having to push it around here. Okay. And if you want it to look like real bumpy, you can kind of, you know, play with it. If you want it to look kind of smooth, you can kind of smooth. I'm going to see if I can spritz it with water and then smooth it a little bit. I want
How
it
long
to
does
look a
it take
little
to
smoother.
dry?
Just a few hours. It'll probably be dry by this evening.
Kim said, yay, just got my SA Live virtual ticket.
Yay. Yeah, if you don't have your virtual pass to SA Live yet, you can still get that at southernadornamentslive.com. That looks pretty good. Let's do the other one. I'm running out here. Like my thing's getting pretty empty. So let's just scoop some on there. I've done several projects with this one little tub. So if you're doing lots of little Christmas ornaments, I love to have this stuff on hand because it makes such a cool little texture for snow or for fur. I've been using it on like Santa's suit, on like little white parts of Santa's suit, and snow on different things.
Is it DecoArt?
Yeah, it's a DecoArt product. See, I don't know that painting the white underneath was necessary, but it makes me feel better knowing it's under there. In case there's a spot that I don't get the Snow Tex covering very good, it feels like it covers it up.
You have some more here on Friday.
More what?
Snow Tex.
You just ordered some?
Yep.
I have Snow Tex on the shelf.
Whoop.
Did you order Snow Tex or Glitter Tex? He's over here buying stuff on Amazon for me that I didn't even order.
Oh, I feel like I need to get this from Charlie.
Stop. Quit spending all of our money on stuff. He's a shopper, let me tell you. Out of the two of us, he shops more than I do.
Maddie Ray's slime instant snow.
No, she does not need any slime. Okay, there's our snow text. Let's zoom out. It's looking so good. Actually, why did we zoom out? Because we've also got to do our rider bottle on our snowflakes. So I'm going to shake this up because it's been a hot minute since I used it. Can you show the container? Yes. How long does it take to dry? Oh, somebody asked that. Yeah. Maybe a few hours, not too long.
Lisa said I would use Snow Tex and then let it dry and then paint over it with glitter paint.
Okay, this is not a Deco Art product. However, I think Deco Art has something similar. I've just had this. I don't know. This bottle is probably from 1992. Let me look. 2012. That's how old this bottle is. And it's practically completely full. So this is dimensional fabric paint, but it will work on wood, diamond color from Tulip. And somebody asked, do you know if you can seal a denim painted piece? I don't know. That would be a Pam Savage question in the Painters Clubhouse. She would know. And then somebody else said, when are we getting our info for the virtual? You should have gotten an email, I think yesterday, about it. So check your spam folder. So keep a baby wipe handy. If you make a blooper with this and really don't like how it turned out, your baby wipe can, you can just wipe it away. But this is definitely very dimensional. So I'm just going to kind of try to focus here and fill in the snowflake area. I feel like I'm holding my breath. So I'm just squeezing to control the amount of paint that's coming out, and I'm just kind of directing that paint where I want it to go. I think the biggest tip is to probably like start, in an area like that on the outer part of the dot and then pull inward to another area. It's kind of hard to smooth out the top of it, but it does start to look softer as it dries, just a bit. That's looking really cool though. Any questions, Michael? Or are you over here shopping on my Amazon instead of monitoring comments? Haydale and Connie.
Kathy said I got my first ornament kit last night. Can't wait to start painting it.
Yep, you can still order the ornament kits. They're still in stock. I will say, if you're going to order it, you need to order it before we go out of town next week or before they sell out, because we are going to have to do a shipping freeze in the shop for about a week while we are gone to SA Live. We will not be back in the wood shop working until we come back on a Thursday. So we really won't be back in office till that following Monday, right?
Yeah, probably.
10th is a Friday, 11th, 12th. We won't be back in the wood shop till October 13th. Yeah. So really it's about a 2-week freeze if you look at like the time from when we leave to when we come back.
Yeah, because we leave the 1st. So
if there's anything,
the 30th we'll do shipping.
That looks great.
But from the 1st to the 12th, 13th, whatever that is.
So if there's anything you've been meaning to order, get it ordered. Probably by this weekend, so we can get it shipped out Monday or Tuesday before we leave. We leave on Wednesday.
Yeah, from the 1st to the 13th.
We will also be coming out with Painters Clubhouse companion packs soon, so you'll want to get those ordered so they can be shipped before we leave. I may even see if the product is ready, I may see if we can drop the link to it over the weekend in the Painters Clubhouse so y'all can have a head start on ordering those.
Laura had commented had replied to Cindy's comment in regards to painting on denim. And it says, you heat set your denim with an iron.
Okay.
No other sealing required. Don't iron directly on the paint. I do on the backside.
Good to know. I'll come back and make notes of that for myself because I've got to paint my denim. I still haven't done it. I've got the jeans laid out and I have sort of an idea in mind of what I want to do. I just have not taken the time to do it. So it might be the weekend before I get mine done.
And Kathy said I'm her kind of guy.
And Charlie, because you like to shop.
It depends.
So when I was a kid, We would go shopping with my grandma all the time. And my granddad used to come along too, but he didn't like to shop. So there was this one store that sold like electronics at one end of the mall, right next to JCPenney's. He would spend a little bit of time in there, and then him and all the other men would sit in these chairs.
Oh, the massage chairs?
No, not massage chairs. Back, it was like these actually, it wasn't even chairs. They were like raised planters where you have like greenery inside the middle of the mall, and it was right outside JCPenney's. But if you sat on one side of the planters facing the electronics store, you could watch TV. And so grandma would drop granddad off there, and that's where he would sit while she walked around and shopped. And then when we got done shopping, we knew where to find him. We'd just go back to that little area, and he'd be sitting there watching basketball game or something on TV.
Yes, Janet, we will be sending out big box of blanks before SA Live. We'll be sending it out, like I said, the 29th or 30th, which is next Monday or a week from today.
That was tedious, but worth it. It's going to be so cool when it dries. I can't wait to share a picture of this or a little video of this when it dries, so you can really see all the glitter in its glory, all the 3D elements sparkling in the sunlight. It's going to be so, so pretty. So we're completely done, y'all.
Laura wanted to know, does the tulip glitter fabric paint last outside, or do you need to spray a sealer over it?
I'm going to spray a sealer over it, but I think it would probably be okay. Let me show TikTok what it actually looks like all finished. So we just did the Rider bottle on the snowflakes and the glitter text on the mitten cuffs, 3D lettering, splatter paint, lots of techniques taught in this one. So if you want to catch the replay to this, go over to my YouTube channel. It will be in the live tab on my channel, and you'll be able to follow along with it. And you can grab the template or the wood blank to this product in our shop. It's called the Merry Christmas Mittens Round. And then
showing that too.
Who am I showing this to?
Yeah.
Everybody who's watching.
Oh, okay. I thought you were there for a second. I thought you were pointing towards the phone. I was like, you can't see that on the phone.
And then while you're at it, if you want to grab our ornament kit, we still have roughly 200 of these in stock. We've already sold almost 400 sets. This is our 2025 set. Each year, our ornament sets are unique. They come with 4 designs, 16 pieces per. So this ornament is made of 4 layers. You've got your back layer, your elf, your sled, and then the front of your sled. And you're going to paint them following my tutorial. And then you're going to pour resin in them so they will last for years and years to come. These will become like your family heirlooms where you can paint them and leave your artwork to your loved ones. And they will always be able to cherish them.
You sign the back of it.
I do sign the back of them.
No, but I was telling other
yeah.
people that way, if you're going to give it. Because I know one lady said that she would give them to her kids and her grandkids.
Yep. If you want these on TikTok, I did link them down below. And then if you're on Facebook or YouTube watching, comment Santa25. It'll send you the link to these and you can go and grab them. Here's the ones from 2023. So this was the very first set we came out with. There was 4 of them, but I only have a couple of them here. There's like the house. There was also one with a truck and one with ice skaters. And then last year was all scenes in and around Christmas. So there was like a boy and a girl sitting by the fireplace. Those are still available on in our shop, the 2024 ones. So if you missed last year's set, you can still grab those at shopdoorhangers.com.
I can hand you those. Kathy, real quick, and I think she's referring to the last thing you were using. It was that Deco Art.
This was not. It's a Tulip brand. So it's actually a fabric paint. Like I said, I bought it in like 2012. But Deco Art does have some glitter paints. So this was last year's set. It's the boy and girl in front of the fireplace. And then you've got Mr. and Mrs. Claus kissing. And then you've got Santa handing the girl a gift. And then the boy hanging the ornament on the tree. So each year is going to be a little unique. You'll be able to paint them and just have this whole collection of hand-painted ornaments on your tree. Can you use UV resin? I wouldn't recommend it, only because I haven't tried it. And I don't know if the UV resin, I don't know. I guess I would assume it would work okay. I don't have much experience with it enough to be able to do a recommendation. But if you have a lot of experience with UV resin and you feel confident trying it, it would probably be okay. I'm just not sure what I mean, I know what the difference is in like the dry time and stuff, but as far as like the uses, I'm not sure what all they can be used on.
Margarita said, to get the Rider bottle, do you look on DecoArt or do you?
I would just look on Amazon or Walmart. Tulip fabric paint. That's what it is. But DecoArt does have Rider bottles. So if you want to go on DecoArt and look up like a glitter paint Rider bottle, you should be able to find it. Somebody on TikTok said, do you teach? Yes, that's all I do. I teach door hanger painting. So I have tons of free tutorials on my YouTube channel. We sell the wood cutouts to the things that I teach on, and you can find those at shopdoorhangers.com. So if you want to learn how to paint things like this, like full-size door hangers or Christmas ornaments, I'm your gal.
Virginia said UV does work well. She's done it.
Okay, good. Thank you, Virginia, for chiming in on that.
And then Paula says, so you order the kit and a tutorial comes with it?
Yes, if you order the full kit, it does come with the tutorial and the supply list and a packet of resin.
So the
for
QR link to watch a video of each
Right.
one.
It's a QR code that takes you to a link for different steps of the painting process. And now if you buy the wood pieces only, we do have a product for wood pieces only. If you're wanting to buy multiples, those don't come with the tutorial or the resin. Any other questions before we wrap it up? Thank y'all for joining me today. Don't forget to hit follow if you're watching over on TikTok.
Jacqueline says that you can also get tulip Rider bottles at Hobby Lobby.
Good to know. Yeah. All right, y'all. Have a great day. See you next time.